A leaked draft executive order from the Trump administration has ignited intense debate across Washington and diplomatic circles worldwide, as it proposes a sweeping, controversial restructuring of the U.S. State Department that could fundamentally alter how America conducts its foreign affairs. According to the document, the proposed changes include eliminating nearly all State Department operations in Africa, shutting down embassies and consulates across the continent, and replacing the Bureau of African Affairs with a much smaller special envoy office focused only on counterterrorism and the strategic extraction of natural resources. The draft order outlines the removal of multiple key offices in Washington that deal with climate change, refugees, democracy, and human rights, while also calling for mass layoffs of both foreign service officers and civil service staff, effectively gutting the traditional diplomatic workforce. One of the most radical suggestions is ending the Foreign Service exam altogether and replacing it with a hiring process that prioritizes alignment with the president's foreign policy agenda. The restructuring introduces 4 newly created regional corps: Eurasia, Mid-East, Latin America, and Indo-Pacific, to replace existing regional bureaus, and requires applicants to choose their regional specialization at the time of application. Notably, Canada would fall under a newly created North American Affairs Office with a significantly downsized embassy presence in Ottawa. The document further proposes ending diversity-based recruitment programs, such as the Rangel and Pickering Fellowships, and terminating the State Department's contract with Howard University, a historically Black institution. Programs like Fulbright scholarships would be narrowed to only those pursuing master's degrees in national security. Additionally, the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, which has already faced deep cuts under Secretary of State Marco Rubio and other officials, would be mostly absorbed into the Bureau for Humanitarian Assistance. In a dramatic push toward automation, the draft order encourages extensive use of artificial intelligence for drafting documents, policy development, and planning. Despite being a draft, the order reportedly sets a deadline of October 1st for most changes to be implemented, including the closure of non-essential diplomatic posts in sub-Saharan Africa and the issuance of buyouts and termination notices for large numbers of staff. While the White House and State Department declined to comment before the story broke, Rubio dismissed the report as fake news, though insiders confirm that conversations around this restructuring have been active and ongoing. The proposals, if enacted, would face fierce legal challenges and congressional pushback, especially given the significant impact on diplomatic infrastructure and America's global standing. Critics, including top Democrats like Representative Gregory Meeks, have condemned the plan as an attempt to dismantle U.S. diplomacy, strip it of its diversity and humanitarian missions, and replace it with a lean, loyalty-first structure driven by military priorities and resource interests. While the White House later claimed the proposals were not true, the very existence and circulation of the document suggest a serious intention within the Trump administration to remake the State Department from the ground up, with consequences that could echo across global politics for years to come.